What's good, everyone? Welcome to another reading. This one is going to be about a surprise. Um, it's funny talking about surprises. We do have a different choice of paper under here. So when we get into your pile selection, that is recycled paper. Um, Long story short, I actually use, I think they call it laser jet paper or laser paper, printing paper, as well as recycled paper for work. So the paper I'm using here is just my work paper, but that may have a cheeky link into your reading today. You may be using different tools. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this paper all the time, but I thought I would try it out and see if the camera still picks up on it. You might be changing something that you're doing, though, in order for this surprise to come about. So, yeah, as always, pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Feel free to pause the video and we'll get stuck into pile number 1s. Okay, surprise coming your way, pile number 1s. A surprise coming your way. It's nice to be the messenger of a surprise or good news. It feels to be like obviously some kind of abstract form coming through here. Touch in with yourself. What do you see? What do you feel? It's quite interesting how there's different kind of stroke patterns coming through. It reminds me a little bit of like fur. You know, like of a pet. The fur doesn't always kind of go in one direction. To an extent it does, but at least here, I don't know, almost, is it a raccoon? It's reminded me a little bit of a raccoon. So you might want to like Google traits of a raccoon. Reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy. You might want to check out the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I think the surprise here, I'm gonna kind of play off that. I think that the surprise that you're coming to realize here is like of who you are. So I'm not gonna spoil spoil that movie. But if you haven't seen it, I think it's the third one, the most recent one. You're gonna come to realize who you are to an extent. And I think that is going to be almost your celebration or your glory. Sometimes when we realize who we are, it can be both like depressing, upsetting, sad, but then also glorious, amazing, and just dope. You may even be one of those lucky people who don't have the negative side of discovering like or realizing who you are. You may just have a load of positive things, and to that I'd say to you, congratulations. You really are blessed. But I think for me, when I came to really realize who I was, I had to kind of accept the killer in me. I had to accept the crazy in me. I had to accept the darkness in me. I had to embrace the devil and the God energy to truly realize who I was. So I think for you, pile number ones, I think you might be going through a similar process. Maybe you've already been there. Maybe you've already embraced that side, and this is just a touching with that energy. But yeah, it's definitely coming into touch with who you are, and I think when you kind of realize who you are truly, not in the kind of cheesy spiritual let's let's hit a singing bowl and sing songs. I'm not saying throwing shade on people for no reason. What's wrong with me? But I don't mean it in like, it's not even cheesy. Like, everyone's different. But what I'm trying to say is that there's nothing wrong with that side either, right? There's nothing wrong with like even the kumbaya side of finding out who you are, accepting who you are. I just mean, like, just to summarize this reading, when you fully embrace who you are, the dark and the light, and it doesn't matter if you fall more on the dark or more on the light as a result of that, but you just kind of walk different, you be different. You remove the elephant in the room. You remove the elephant in your soul, and you just start being more. So it's a beautiful moment, pile number ones. I hope you enjoyed the reading. It was quite a short one today, so if that caught you off guard, but you know, we got to the point. No need to hang around with these videos. If you enjoyed the video, please do remember to like, comment and subscribe. Check out the If You Pause website, ifyoupause.com, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Okay, pile number twos, your surprise. It's kind of interesting energy that's coming through. I feel like you're hitting some form of summit, climbing some kind of mountain. My gran always says to me, because I'm always taking on some new challenge, there's a story that I wanted to share, but I'm not going to share it here because I'm thinking of setting up a Patreon. I'm going to put all my best stories on there and some of my most embarrassing stories, because I think the most embarrassing stories are sometimes our best ones that we keep to ourselves. But yeah, one of the stories that my grandma says to me when I'm taking on a new challenge and it's tough, and she can see that it's tough, she always says to me, if the mountain was smooth, you wouldn't be able to climb it. So that mountain's meant to be rough, so you can climb it, so you can get grip. So I always remember that, because it's a beautiful saying. And she says it with love. I feel like for you, pile number twos, you've climbed some form of mountain. I feel like personally you've reached the top of this mountain. Your surprise, in fact, might be that you've actually climbed this mountain and you haven't bloody realised that you're at the top. That could be it. It could be that you're at the top. You know, sometimes it's weird when we accomplish certain things. Sometimes we don't realize how much we've changed along the journey of that. You know, Spirit's given me the analogy of like before and after pics when someone's been exercising. I feel like almost part number two is you have to rummage and find yourself a before pic and after pic to really see how much you've achieved. It might be actually your physical of some kind. It might be even something as little as you've been trying to grow out your hair or grow your hair. Spirit's given me. Some of you, it's literally going to be physical exercise and how much you've improved your body physically. Some of you, it's going to be career or lifestyle or wellness. Some of you, you might have started meditating and started off with like 5-minute meditations, and now you can do an hour or even half an hour quite easily, something like that. There's some form of surprise coming in the form that you probably don't even realize how far you've come. But Spirit is saying that, yeah, you've reached it. Like, so much so that you're going to have to walk down this mountain now and actually find a bigger one. So you have actually reached it, part two. You might not realize you've reached it. This isn't me focusing on here or here. It's very much, I think the word is summit. I'm not sure, but like, or the peak is probably an easier way to say it, but you are at the peak. There's no debate in that in terms of at least how this channel is coming through. It may not be your pile, for example, but there is no doubt in the channel. You're at the peak, pile number twos. I was also getting the word beak. I was saying that. Beak. Might be something here to do with your mouth. Peak and beak kind of rhyme. My words were getting jumbled up. It's like I wanted to say beak. If you notice as well, like the word beak and then the word peck is what a beak does. The beak pecks, and then beak and peak, and then peck. I don't know why, but those three words are kind of synchronizing something there. Some of you, that might even just be confirmation, like you might be, I don't know, randomly like a bird watcher, or you might have a bar next to you called the Old Beak or something like that, and this is going to be confirmation for you. But yeah, I think that's your reading, part number twos. Congratulations on reaching that summit or that peak. Remember to take a view. Remember to absorb it. Give yourself the glory, and obviously give God the glory too. And yeah, I'll leave you to it. If you enjoyed the reading part twos, please do remember to like, comment and subscribe. Check out the If You Pause website, ifyoupause.com, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, pile number threes. I feel like there's something to do with like nature here. You might be visiting a forest or walking for like having a walk in a forest. You might want to even just pause on this pile number 3s and see if you kind of see anything that you recognize in these shapes. This is reminding me a little bit of like the liver for some reason. Now, when I said surprise, I meant good surprise. So fingers and toes crossed. I'm touching wood for you that you don't have problems with your liver. But the positive surprise may even be like maybe if you had a scare, your surprise is going to be good news on that. I feel pile number 3 is actually, you might be like getting a surprise or good news about your health. You might have been worried about something. I was also getting like strong images here of like nature and walks, and maybe not even like mountains, but like forestry, hilly forestry and stuff like that. That was coming through. And I wonder if possibly if you have had some form of health scare, I feel like nature has been a good healer for you. So Spirit's reminding you here to keep that habit up. There's something about nature healing you here. I see someone walking and like taking a deep breath. I don't know why, but it's almost quite cold as well. We're no longer in the winter while I'm releasing this, but there's a feeling, maybe if it's not cold, it's that feeling of, you know, it's like almost the air feels cold, or at least clean. I guess clean air sometimes feels cold. It's that breath. And someone kind of just walking, possibly even by themselves. Like the trees giving you life. The soil giving you health. Like the birds giving you joy. It's giving me that kind of vibe. So yeah, pile number 3 is, I feel like this reading is like focused around health. I wasn't expecting that at all, but it's kind of like a health reading. If you haven't had any scares with health, again, touch wood. It's just a general like health reading. It could be like just well-being, mental health, keeping it fresh. I'm getting words like fresh coming through. I'm getting almost like pine cones or pine cones. I'm getting that woody smell. Yeah, it's definitely like foresty. Some of you are going to be like, damn, this is really accurate. Some of you may not be in this energy yet, but some of you are like, damn, this is my reading. It's because I can almost smell it, I can almost feel it in this pile. So some of you, this is definitely 100% your reading. Pile 3s, good luck on this journey of revitalizing your health. The beautiful surprise is good news, health improvement. So that's even if you deem yourself to have good health, you're going to be in excellent health. And if you're in bad health, you have some good news coming your way. So pile number 3s, thank you for being here. As always, if you liked the video, please do remember to like, comment and subscribe. Check out the If You Pause website, ifyoupause.com. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.